So we're going to do a 5-way stretch for shoulder mobility. This is a jump stretch band. You can pick them up from EliteFTS.com. You might be able to see it on the band. I believe this is their medium band. It's pretty flexible. It's good to stretch with because it provides constant tension and constantly increasing tension in the shoulder. It's also really easy to work with, and this is going to help the humerus move better in the socket. That's why a lot of people get shoulder injuries, is because we see a lot of people in here benching a lot and they end up with the rolled shoulders instead of down and back in good posture. So this will help us get in better position for bench presses and shoulder presses and help us avoid shoulder pain. And so just attach the band simple like that. Roll the sleeve up a little bit. First you're going to put your hand in underneath. Roll it over like that. Step out just to get a little bit of tension. I start with my palm down. I turn away. You're going to feel a little bit, probably mainly in your bicep for this one. Then we slowly rotate that palm up. Keep turning away from the band. And if you don't feel it in your shoulder, that's fine. A lot of people call it downstream problems. So a lot of people, their shoulder pain will start from something downstream like their forearm or their bicep, and most people will feel a lot of tension in their biceps. The bicep actually attaches into the shoulder and raises it in this particular range of motion when you're supinated like that. So if you're feeling your bicep, that just means your bicep needs to get looser, and eventually you'll feel it in your shoulder. And then you want to rotate that palm to the sky, turning your elbow up, and really just digging in and rotating away. You can also do little funky stuff like stretch your neck at the same time. That'll change the sensation. Then I immediately just switch over to hitting the rear delt, and you just turn away from the band. Same thing, try to get your palm up. You can just put your hand over like that. Stretch your neck a little bit. So now we've hit the front and the back of the shoulder. What we want to do next is going to set us up for some overhead work. So we attach the band to a low point and hold it tight in your hand. And you're going to squat down a little bit, rotate it up like that. And we're just going to stretch your tricep and your lat. And I usually like to squeeze my bicep when I do this. Relax the tricep even more. Walk forward a little bit, increase the stretch. I like to pull my neck away on this one. For some reason, I always feel a big stretch in my traps when I do this. Squat down, let that band go. I like to do another one which helps shoulder internal rotation. And I always tell people not to try to stretch really hard on this one because most people lack a lot of internal rotation and they'll end up not stretching what they need to stretch. It's the key for this one is to have the shoulder locked back. So you just grab that band, keep it right behind you with your shoulder locked back like this. You just want to walk forward. So I barely have any tension at all. The key here is to squeeze my shoulder back and pull my elbow back like that. The last one is the best one I think for benching and pressing, is because a lot of people will get internally rotated and rolled forward when they bench or when they press. So this one helps you externally rotate and helps the humerus move in the socket, slide down and back instead of rising and sliding and grinding into all that tissue, tearing rotator cuffs and all sorts of nasty stuff. So you'll attach to a point above you. Slide your arm in just like this. Key point, keep your hand flat against the band, don't let it turn any direction, keep it flat next to you. And you're just going to walk forward like this until it come up next to your head. You're going to pull your elbow, lock your elbow in next to your head. Walk forward, you already feel some tension, and then you just want to step out just slightly. A little little bit more, and it's going to externally push out that shoulder, and you're going to feel it. It's going to feel weird because it's actually stretching your shoulder capsule, but that's not a bad thing. Just stretch out. Try not to turn away or anything because you're just basically want to even turn into it just a little bit to help that external rotation. We're going to hold all these for at least a minute, preferably 2. And I would recommend doing this before you do any sort of pressing work to go ahead and get that shoulder in the good position to prevent injury and improve your performance.